Hi everyone, this is Jackie from the Oracle Times, and this is going to be the Aquarius November 2020 forecast reading. Right, I will say, as I always do, I record from the bushveld in South Africa. It's beautiful here. It is so green. We had lovely early summer rains. But the only downside is that the internet can be a bit dodgy at times, okay? We're far away from anything. Small town, lovely, really lovely. So if I disappear for a second or two, bear with me. I do promptly come back again, okay? Touch wood, I've had a good run of late. Right, so, oh yes, also, if you'd like a personal private reading from me, and I do an incredible soulmate reading, you can contact me via my website. I will put that link in the description box below. So, Aquarius, let's do oracle cards, tarot cards for added extra, and of course relationship readings. So let's start with your oracle cards for November 2020. What's up for Aquarius? Right, let's see. So, new life. Oh, that's a nice one to start with, because this caps your reading. So there is a something brand new, fresh, new beginning coming into Aquarius's life in November 2020, and you have every reason to feel excited about this. So I know Aquarians are making plans, they're brewing things. Aquarians can sometimes be quiet about their plans, which is sometimes a good thing, isn't it? So you are thinking of starting off something new, and you have every reason to feel excited about this, okay? And obviously it's going to be different areas for different people. The Aquarius, I know it's in the working area of life, and now thinking of making a big change, and November does seem the month to do that, okay? And you have every reason to be optimistic about this. It's going to be a breath of fresh air for you guys, okay? Next card up for Aquarius is breathe. This is coming up all the time. So I think it's a big decision or a big choice. I think it's already been made. It's a case of now putting it into play. Take deep breaths when you feel a bit stressed about it. When you're not sure of the way forward, take more deep breaths. When you come up against challenging circumstances as you want to put this new life into play, take deep breaths, okay? I want to take a tarot card with that for you guys. Let me just quickly get this deck and see just a little bit of extra for that. Breathe card, okay. And this is about, the 5 of water. Okay, so take a deep breath. And remember, when you make this change, when you take on this new life, when you make the moves for this new life that you want, to be honest with yourself about why you want it, and be honest about what you need and want in life, okay? You've possibly been trying to live up to other people's expectations or ideas or aspirations or goals or whatever it may be. And you need to take a good hard look at the moment at who you really are to know what you really want. You've possibly been being somebody to fit into that situation, and that's possibly one of the reasons you've wanted this new life. So when you make that new life, when you start this new life in November, remember to look at yourself and say, this is who I am, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what I want to be, and be honest with it, okay? Because that is going to make a big difference in the way forward for you. I think it will also help you when you do feel challenged in embarking on this new life of yours to make the choices that sit comfortably with you, because I think that's where the difficulties could come in for you, where you need to breathe. Okay, next card up, something was not for you. I have felt this from the beginning of your reading, and like I say, the Aquarius, I know something just came to the point where it wasn't for them anymore. It wasn't working anymore, okay? And I think it's for many of you Aquarians, this is going to be the case. You have reached a point with something in your life. I feel it is more career or project or goal orientated than actually relationship orientated. We'll have a look at the rest of the reading. I'm not saying for all of you, but I feel that's more what it is. And something has just now, it worked in the beginning. It was good for you. It did what it needed to do, but now it's not for you anymore. You are moving on from that, and you need to move on from that. And there's a little dead bug right where I wanted to put the card. So that thing, whatever it is, it's now a bug, and it's dead. It needs to move on, okay? It's a tiny little dead bug, and I'm sure he died naturally, so there's so many bugs here. Of course, we live in the bush. It's millions of them. Okay, so next card for you guys. Yeah, dead bug. I'm still giggling about that because it's something that really started bugging you, and it's time for a change, okay? Dead is always time for a change. And that bug was not there 2 seconds ago, and I cleaned the surface before I put the cards down. Right, okay, and your card is all that glitters. So it's interesting because these two cards came up together. So you went after something, okay, you worked at it, you did it well, conscientiously. Aquarians are very well known for that. But it has come to the point where it is just glittery. In other words, it might have its upside, its good side, its glittery side, okay? But if you just scratch a little bit below the surface, it's just not for you anymore. You've discovered it's not for you. You've come to some important conclusions through this whole thing, and you've realized what is really you and what isn't really you. And I will always say that's the only way we discover what really suits us, what really resonates, is when we actually go through things that don't resonate with us. Then we come to conclusions. Right, so I tried that and I really thought that would work for me, and I worked hard at it, I did. But I've realized, nah, that's not me. Okay? And now you're moving on to something that is you. It can also be we go through stages in life. We grow and evolve. And with evolution, we move on to new things. That was your old life. It glittered. It was wonderful. It's not for you anymore. Okay? Right, let's get the next card. Soulmates. So, now this is interesting. Because what is coming up now is something that is going to truly resonate with you, that will really touch your heart and your soul, okay? So you've left something that wasn't for you. It looked good on the surface, but time and working at it, you discovered it wasn't for you. Now you're embarking on a new life, okay? You're stepping into something new. And this, whatever it is going to be your thing, okay? Totally your thing. You might not have discovered it already. You may just be stepping into that new life, and this thing that is really you might not actually have manifested in completion yet, but it's there waiting for you. It's turning up in your November reading, so it's not far off. In fact, for many of you, you will see the first signs of it manifesting in November already. But this is something that's really you. It's something you will resonate with, you will love, your soul and your heart will get into it. You will meet up with people that feel the same way about these things. You will work with them. You will all feel the same way about this. Whatever area of your life this may be. It could just be a club, okay? But it could be a career goal as well. But it's something that's really going to be a good fit for you. It's going to fit like a glove. So that is very, very nice, Aquarius. Congratulations. Okay, so now let's move on to your relationship reading. I want to see if any of this stuff comes through in relationship for any of you. Because like I say, it really feels more goal, career, life, kind of lifestyle orientated than relationship. But that doesn't mean that it's not falling in some people's relationship sector, okay? But let's have a look now. So I'm going to read for those of you in relationships as well as those of you that are searching for relationships. Let's see. First card up is release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. There's a lot of this going around at the moment. It's coming up in so many people's personal readings and subscription readings at the moment. In fact, I think this card may be worn out by the end of November. Okay, so it really is a time to clear the decks. It's a case of old energies hanging around about disappointments, things we didn't want, things we didn't like, things working out the way we, didn't want them to, and they kind of cling a little bit, okay? And it's time just to sweep those off the deck. Whether it's existing relationships or you're in a relationship, looking for a relationship, whatever the case may be, not interested in a relationship right now, but maybe in the future, it's time just to let go of those things. And you're going to find in November, if that card comes up, what will happen is situations will unfold and people will do and say things that bring those things to the surface. You'll know what they are because I've mentioned it to you. And as they come up, you're going to say to yourself, you know what, that's the past. That belonged with somebody else. It belongs in the past, even if it's with the person I am with now. It belongs in the past. Let me let it go. Okay? And the next card up is deception. And it's interesting because this card came up as well in your tarot cards. Now, this is about somebody wearing a false self mask. This card came up, so it's you. What it's about is trying to be something to somebody because you think you should be, but that's not who you are. And the time has come to shed that and be completely yourself because you're special as yourself. You genuinely are. Actually, everybody is. When they're genuinely themselves, they're a special somebody. So you'll find in November as well, you might be knocked up against that, trying to be something or be somebody that you think you ought to be, okay? You're going to feel yourself knocked a bit about that in November. And you'll know when it happens because you've heard me say it. So you'll think, no, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be me as I am, take it or leave it, right? Okay, and the final card is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And that's the perfect card for those other two cards. So, November, you come up against things that are old in relationship dynamics. You look at it, you say, belongs in the past, out you go. You think about behaving in a certain way that you feel will be more approving to the person. You think, nah, I'm going to be totally myself, out you go. Okay? And finally, you actually get to connect with somebody on a genuine level. And you get to know each other better, because not only are you getting to know them, they're getting to know the real you now. So if this is a new relationship that you're going to be getting into, that's a very nice sign. You're actually presenting somebody with a brand new you, the real you, without that past stuff attached and without trying to be somebody you assume someone would like. So you get to know each other really well. In an existing relationship, this is lovely. This can, it says it can really deepen the bond between the two of you. In a new relationship, it can make for a very deep bond, because you actually genuinely get to know one another as two genuine people, presenting yourselves exactly as you are without encumberment of past baggage. That's getting left behind. Right, Aquarius? Awesome, awesome reading for November. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you like or subscribe, I genuinely appreciate it. Sending you many hugs and blessings for November. If you'd like a reading with me, I'm going to be putting that link in the description box below. Right, and we will speak again soon.